Merry Meet and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. This is a general reading for all signs for today, the 7th of November, 2023. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Shirley. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Deline. Thank you so much, Shirley. Thank you so much, Deline, and thank you to everybody for joining us today. I am reading today with the Medieval Tarot, and I am going to purify with this Florida water by Murray and Landman, and I've got some in this spray bottle since this is a splash. So 3 sprays in this room is more than sufficient for purification, and it's a nice alternative to burning sage. If you happen to be watching us on a restream on YouTube, you can fast forward through the shuffling if you don't want to watch it by using the timestamps right in the video description. This goes out to everybody, no matter what your sign is, no matter whether you're watching live or on a restream, so it does go out to a lot of people. If for some reason it just doesn't seem to make sense to you or doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it. It's probably not meant for you. In that case, you may want to check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, all of which are available for easy restream by going to my website at ariels-corner.com, Ariel's Corner with a hyphen.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. Woohoo! If you happen to be watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without ads when you subscribe to us. Subscribe to us on Twitch anyway. We have a shop, and that's at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. All kinds of tarot decks and other goodies there. Those are all affiliate links. That means we don't really actually sell anything. We just get a small commission off of each and every sale. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga. paypal.me/arielgatoga. There's other donation options on our website at ariels-corner.com, ariels-corner.com, or on YouTube you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks. I don't read with card reversals, so don't worry about it when you see me flipping those cards right side up. It's just my style of reading and how I like to do things. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get to it, shall we? We are starting out with the 8 of Cups, yay. Followed by the Judgment card, yahoo. Then we've got a 5 of Coins. Wah, wah. Okay, well, we'll deal. This means something specific, I have a feeling, because it's coming on the heels of some really good stuff here. So we'll open that up as well. So the 8 of Cups, for all intents and purposes, 8 is, well, first of all, 8 is Mercury. And with the Cups being an inner suit, the suit of our inner world, it's our inner communication. It's the way we communicate with spirit, with our internal guidance system. Everybody's got an internal guidance system, no matter what you want to call it. You're either gonna listen to your ego, where you're just making stuff up based on your reactions to things, or you're going to listen to wisdom. But you can't listen to both at the same time. So this is telling you that your intuition has been very, I guess I would say it's not that your intuition is not always available to you. It's not like your intuition gets turned up and down, but our ability to listen to it, our willingness is a better way of saying that, to listen to it can get turned up and down. And it seems like your willingness and your skill in listening to your intuition has been really on target lately. And part of listening to your intuition is knowing when to accept your blessings and how to look about you to see how much wonder there already is, that you don't need to go get anything more right now to feel completely blessed. And it's not just making the best of an awful situation. We're talking about the fact that sometimes when we are focused on certain things that aren't working, it's as if nothing's working. And if you can look to see what's genuinely working in your life, you can turn that around. And a lot of us are focusing, it seems for many of you, there's like a financial fear, or for some of you, it's a health scare. And those fears that about money or health can become so all-encompassing that we don't even recognize where our good is anymore, because everything has a pall over it. You know what that's like when somebody dies, everything looks different. When you break up from a relationship, everything looks different. There's no good left. Well, nothing else changed. It's not that everything else became darker. Nothing else changed. It's our perception of it changed, because we are looking at the world through those eyes, through that lens. And it's saying the same thing here, that your fears about what could happen, because this is stuck in the future. This isn't what's happening. Your fears of what could happen, for many of you, are robbing you of your experience of the blessings that are happening. And that's an ego trick. We trick ourselves all the time. We are so cunning. We are so sly. We are so smart that when we decide to use it, and that decision happened a long time ago, these thought forms of self-destruction, when we use our own cleverness against ourselves, it can seem like it's happening to us, but it's not happening to you. Right now, what's happening is based on for some of you, again, this is not for everybody, but based on what many of you are afraid of what might be coming, you are not recognizing what is here. And what is here, and it's real, and it's a lot of blessing. So then when I get this card, it's a reminder to just open up my arms. I'm just going to do that right now. You can do it with me. Open up your arms, palms to the sky. It doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter what your religion or lack thereof is. And you can just say, I'm open and receptive to all my good. All my good, in whatever form my good is coming to me. I am open and receptive to all my good. I am receiving all the good that the universe has for me now. And you just do that. You just feel that. You just receive that. Now we have a Knight of, Swords? Knight of Swords. And a 10 of, not a 10 of, that's a Wheel of Fortune. The 10. And then we've got a 2 of Swords. So it's telling you what to do about these future fears here. That you've got to get your mind focused. Because you can conjure anything into existence that you want to. Not everything that you're afraid of is going to come to pass. That's for sure. But you can bring your fears into existence if you stay with it, especially if you're good at conjuring. And conjuring simply means that you're going to whip up an experience for yourself internally. So if you're worried about what could happen, you can whip it up into being. You can, especially right now, since your good is expanding. Everything you're in this Wheel of Fortune, especially on top of this amazingly powerful combination of cards. The Wheel of Fortune on top of this Judgment card means that your good is expanding and growing. And if your good is expanding and growing and you're not keeping your mind focused, it can feel very turbulent and you can misunderstand something. You know, like if you're in let's say you're on a ship and there's just this nice, beautiful, gentle rocking, and you're going to sleep, and there's this nice, beautiful, gentle rocking, and then your mind starts to misperceive that rocking as being something violent, as being something awful, and it turns that beautiful, gentle rocking into a dream, into a nightmare, where there's just violence and turbulence, and that you have no control over anything. And that's just a misperception of just this gentle rocking that's happening. And that's what's happening here, if you're not careful, is that if you don't focus your mind, you can misinterpret this expansion of your good as being something horrible. And then you protect yourself from it, so that rather than receiving your blessings, you're protecting yourself from your blessings because you're so worried about what might happen. So the part of the mind that's so worried about what might happen is not the part of the mind that has any business being the boss. That's not the part of your mind that you want to bow down to and worship. You don't want to give that part of your mind that's so worried about the future and so fearful about what could happen your power. Instead, what you want is you want to relinquish your allegiance to that part of your mind and open up to a higher part of your mind. And that part of your mind is so high that it may not even seem like anything that has anything to do with you. And that's why it's so easy to misperceive good things that happen in our life as if they've come by some external deity, or if bad things happening in our lives as if we're being punished by some external demon, when in reality, it's all coming from within us. It's all coming from within our own minds. And your mind, the mind that is connected to the infinite, that is connected to the infinite intelligence, is that part of the mind which knows how to bring about all blessing in your life. And that's very, very active right now. But if you allow your ego to misperceive those blessings as being something that is to be protected from, something to be afraid of, then you're going to do that. You're going to protect yourself from the very things that are meant to bring you great joy. Now, it's saying the way to do that, the way to avoid that is to meditate. Is to focus your mind, is to become aware of the ways that your mind is working. And as you become more aware of the way your mind is working, you're not snowed by your own mind. You're not snowed by your own ego anymore. You're not afraid of the future anymore because you know there's nothing to fear about the future. And you don't manufacture problems for yourself based on your fears because you're no longer bowing down to those fears as if they're some sort of powerful entity or something. Now, this Knight of Swords, this is the beginning of this whole ego issue. As soon as you are in that wonderful communication with yourself, with the whatever you want to call it. I mean, some people call that the goddess, some people call that their spirit guide, some people just call it their higher self, whatever it is, or their true self, their soul, their true will. When you're in communication with that, then your intuition is right on the mark. You make really good choices. That ego mind that we have to take responsibility, programmed for self-destruction. And so that self-destructive part of ourselves, it's got a job that we gave it ages ago. It's got a job to come in and mess things up, misperceive things, destroy things. That's its job. And so when we are on track with our intuition, the ego's job is to try to mess that up a little bit or a lot of it. And when you notice that instead of following your gut and following your intuition, that you're afraid of things, that all of a sudden that you're being timid and you're afraid of what's coming and you don't know what to do and you don't know where to go, that's the ego mind trying to usurp your intuition. And see, this is a game we play with ourselves. Don't ascribe these powers to things outside of yourself. Do yourself a big favor. Don't think about some demon, or don't think about some deity. Don't think, even angels, don't think about them as being outside of you. Think about them as being forces of the universe of which you are 100% connected, with which you are 100% connected. And it's being able to fine-tune your radio dial so that you can be on the beam with the forces that you choose to be on a beam with, and turn down and turn away from those forces in your mind that are there to destroy your joy, to destroy your happiness, to destroy your prosperity, to tell you not to go receive your blessings, right? And that are there to kind of manufacture things to be afraid of. The bottom line today is using your mind in a new way, focusing your mind. So you may want to listen to my lecture on the magic minute. That's a good thing for this. There's 2 other meditations that you could listen to if you wanted to for this Wheel of Fortune card. It's called Expanding Your Good. And this one here, this Judgment card, there's a meditation called Waking Up to Your Good. And you can find all of those on my tarot meditation page on my website, the link of which is right in the video description of this and every tarot reading video. Thank you so much for being here today, and thank you to the amazing moderators, Delene and Shirley. And we will see everybody tomorrow. Blessed be.